Fall sports are in full swing, which means more assertive energy, anxiety, nerves, and these emotions aren't just being felt on the field. If you are a sideline parent, then you know how hard it can be to stay calm, but my next guest is going to help us all out by helping us keep our cool. Lorinne Headrick is a mental performance coach, and she has 5 mantras for the sports parents. And Lorinne, you primarily coach athletes, but you also deal with those soccer moms out there, right?
Yeah, I love working with sports moms too, because I think we forget the impact that we have as moms. It's not just, driving them and, thinking about the snacks and all those things, which are great also, but we have a big impact, and the way that we show up really will trickle down to where our athletes, how they show up and how they feel when they're playing too.
So if we're nervous for our athlete, then they're going to be nervous. They're going to pick up on that energy.
Yeah, it mirrors. And so then it's an opportunity for us as mums to look at ourselves and ask, like, is this really the way I want to show up? Because often we don't know, because you can have like 60,000 thoughts a day, right? And if we're not aware of them, then we're not able to take control and decide where we want to go next.
All right, so you have a mantra. 5 mantras that you're going to walk us through on how to keep our calm and keep our cool. All right. What's number 1, where you say a single sentence that can be a useful tool?
Yeah, so that's the mantra, right? Like, you get to choose as a parent, and this works with athletes too, right? Like, they get to decide what they're thinking. So that's where the awareness comes in. And with athletes, when I coach them, we're like, let's find what's holding you back and what's blocking you, and process that, then create a belief that's going to serve you better. So it's usually like really short, so when they're in the moment, they can pull on it and they remember it. And so the same thing works for us as parents. One that I can think of right now is like, oh, I'm here to support them. It's that simple, and it doesn't have to be, I'm here to support them only if they have playtime, or I'll support them only if coach is treating them good. There's no only or and if or but on that, and just leave it as I'm here to support them, and let yourself just sit in that and enjoy being present with your athlete.
I love that. And then the second one is, their outcome is not my outcome.
Yeah, often I think as parents, right, like, we've been in this journey, and we know how it's not like when I was a kid. It's pretty intense with athletes today, that we want to be happy if they win or something, right? Or they're gonna, I'll give them that hug, if they do play the way I want them to, or if they, all the money that I put into training, shows up when they're playing. But if we're always looking for the outcome to decide our happiness or our joy, then we're not gonna be present, and we're not gonna be supporting them the way that actually connects us.
Yeah, and we don't want to rob them of that as well.
Yeah.
All right, and then progress matters more than perfection. Kind of that growth mindset.
Exactly, and that's so many athletes that I coach, perfection is what they're going after, and they don't even realize it, and they're always disappointed in themselves because they're never going to reach it. And so no one is perfect, like no one. So we need to drop that I'm trying to be perfect, and as parents too, right? Because our kids are watching us, and if we're trying to, model perfection, then they think that that's something that they need to do or they should do. And so when we look at and celebrate the small wins, often I tell athletes, look at 3 things that you're doing well each day and just write it down, celebrate it. Then we're building that momentum that's, taking us to where we can feel the joy right now.
I love that. Stack those small wins. And then I can't control the game, but I can control me. This is a big one.
Yeah, and usually the question is, what are those controllables like? Your thoughts, feelings, and actions, right? So take back what you can own for yourself, that ownership, and not just be thinking of, oh, what's coach thinking, or, what are my teammates thinking, or the parents, like, I'm trying to read my athlete's mind. We can't read other people's minds, so take back what you can control. Like, I would like to feel calm on the sidelines. Like, how can I do that? And maybe go back to that mantra, I'm here to support my athlete.
And the last one, gratitude over anxiety. I get to be there. Like, we got to kind of sit in that.
Yeah, so that makes me think at church, right? When we learn how to pray, when I learned how to pray, the first part of it is like, oh, let's have gratitude, let's be thankful. I love that, and let's take that with us into our everyday world. Like, if we're grateful just to be there and watch our children and to have that connection, then we're not, once again, relying on those outcomes to bring our joy. And gratitude for us as parents and for athletes is a beautiful practice to start practicing daily so that we can be more present in those moments and find joy in just being a part of the team, find joy in just being there to watch them.
I know it's so cliche, but the time does go by so fast. They grow up so quickly, so just enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
All right, Lorinne, thanks so much for that advice. And where can we find more if we want to get in touch with you?
My website, Lorinne, just my name, LorinneHeadrick.com, or Instagram at Lorinne.Headrick.
All right, we're going to put them to the test this weekend. All right, thanks so much.
Thanks.